Hello and welcome to the Racing Report. I'm your host Hepzibah Ajay, and today we have two new stories for you today in terms of racing overall. Our first story is a new development two new developments in the WRA or World Racing Association, and we also have an interview for you today. So let's start with WRA. So in the past seasons, WRA has been known to run usually open wheel and GT series, but with the upcoming GT season that will start sometime around June, they've been working on two new main mechanics that drivers can anticipate for this new season. Our first new mechanic is called transmission simulation. Essentially, the developer who's actually developing the mechanics, who goes by Blue Hat, is trying to essentially, let's say that he's essentially trying to integrate transmissions into the cars or try and create a semblance of real life transmissions when it comes to race cars. Basically, if you don't know what a transmission is, basically transmissions are filled with gears that multiply the speed of the engine's crankshaft depending on the size of the gear. In vehicles, there are two types of main gears. You have straight cut gears and helical gears. Helicals are for road cars, but straight cut gears are for race cars, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. So I'm going to use a few charts to demonstrate how this works. Essentially, straight cut gears are in race cars because they're a lot lighter and torque efficiency. But essentially, the sound sides is that they're very loud and rough. So what the developer is trying to do is he's trying to recreate that sound of roughness, but also the fragility of the gears. So he has provided a few charts for us. Our first chart here shows the gears and how they work. Then he also explains that with this gap, the response of the gears versus the road transmission of a rough. So this is what, in this chart, this is what like a normal response looks like when stepping on the gas in a road car. And then for this chart, this is a chart when it's on a racing car or racing transmission. And then he also has provided a video for that. So let's look at that. Final story today is, of course, our interview with an NRA driver. So here it is. This interview is going to be about the NRA season, what
Yep.
you about what how the season is going for you so far, and what you expect to look forward to, and overall what improvements you think should be made overall to the entirety of the NRA series. So,
Right.
first question will be how's your NRA season going right now?
Could be better. Just time constraints has been kind of whack for me and have been on for most of the races, but other than that, it's going pretty good.
All right. Next question. What are you do you think you can be a championship contender for this season for NRA?
Probably not this season, but probably sometime here soon if we have another season here or not. But yeah,
So this season is basically we're already not concerned about the season. You just want to
just a big learning deal right now. That's it.
learn the tracks, learn the cars, learn how they function.
Yep.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. So this is my second to last question will be so since this entire season will be basically be a learning season for you, what can you expect for you and your team for next season?
To go out there, win more races after we probably get better times and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we win some races. Probably have be in the chance for a championship. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Overall, in the current state of road racing, what do you think about the current state of road racing overall, like in terms of NASCAR leagues, Formula One leagues, and other leagues like that?
Eh, well, since when I started, which was probably 2015 or 2016, the toxicity has been like going up rapidly, and it just hasn't been as fun as it used to be. But hopefully, we get more people in here who are smarter, less toxic, and so we got this make us more fun again.
Mm-hmm. I agree, agree. And overall, I guess this would be the last question. Overall, for the future of the NRA series, since the NRA series started off pretty good, was on I believe, a 15 or 18 season streak. and currently stopped and then went to another game to continue their series, but that flopped. And now they're back this season back on Roblox. So what can you expect for the future of NRA and overall going forward?
Well, if they go back to the game they were just before this previous season, I'm sure it'll die out. But they can continue to stick with Roblox, or maybe even transfer to iRacing because I know people in there who was doing iRacing, including me myself. It would probably live, but when it's been in Roblox for so long, then it's just probably a better choice to stay there than anything else.
Okay, okay. And I believe that would be it for our interview. So I would like to thank you again for coming on, and we hope to see you out there on track being successful. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. That's all that we have for today. And if you like what you saw, please come back for next week's episode where we will be covering new topics, things all related to racing, world racing, iRacing, R Factor, and things like that. Thanks for the show and come again.